Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your match preview and some Chelsea latest news, of course. We're going to cover all of that. Bournemouth versus Chelsea is upon us. I am so glad that the international break is well and truly over and we're now focusing on the matches. This one's a tricky one, man. This one's a tricky one. Even though I'm predicting us to win, I am somewhat weary because of all the nonsense that has taken place during the international break. This fixture, there's a big question mark around it. It is a must win. I feel like in order to keep everyone quiet, in order to bring some stability into the football club, we do need to start picking up victories. And this, ladies and gentlemen, for me, is an important 3 points. It's not going to be easy. Bournemouth is a particular team. They, I believe, in the first 3 games, two draws and a win. So they're on 5 points. They're actually in front of us. And they are quite resilient. They had a really good victory against Everton just before the international break where they made an epic comeback from being 2-0 down to then come and win it right at the end, 3-2. They've got some fairly decent players over there that operate and work hard and seem to appreciate the system under their new manager quite well. I say new managers. I believe that manager came through last season. I don't remember his full name, but it is a new manager over there and they're doing well. For us, ladies and gentlemen, I need to see what we're made of. I need to see our mentality. I need to see if anything that has happened during the international break has really impacted the team. And this is the biggest test, I feel, for Enzo Maresca to showcase what are you really made of. Once again, really good conversation from Enzo Maresca in the press conference. He handled every question quite diligently. Now it's time to show us, does the team, all of these external affairs, does it really bother the football club? Does it really bother the players? And I want to see the players rise up to the occasion as well, that no, we're not going to get impacted negatively and we're going to go out there and do our job. So look, important game for us, important 3 points up for grabs, but it's going to be a difficult game away from home. No game in the Premier League is easy. On top of that, everything for us is new manager, new system, a lot of new players, and things we'll just need to get comfortable with. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get into the team selection, my team selection. This is what I would go with. Look, I'm really looking forward to JADON SanchO potentially starting. He didn't have anywhere to go in the international break. He's not selected for England, so he very much stayed at Cobham and trained, and I expect him to start. I'm very excited for him to start. I don't know whether he will, though. I think he might still be Pedro Neto on that left side and potentially Madueke on the right side. However, I'm not doing a team prediction. This is the team that I would put out against Bournemouth, who I believe, it's not like they play a high line or anything like that. They will press. They're not going to be just sitting back and just simply defending. These days in the Premier League, no team fears us, to be honest. And there's no reason to fear us because we can be fragile. So I'm pretty sure they will come at us. They'll come at us quite hard and try and, get us to make some errors in the defensive side, in the midfield side, and they want to probably capitalize on that. But having said that, there will be spells where they might just defend because of the pure quality that we have. And in those instances, I feel like someone like JADON SanchO could be very, very prudent. So we start off things with Robert Sanchez in goalkeeping position. I think that is a given. Robert Sanchez is the... if I can find this guy. No Robert Sanchez. There you go, Robert Sanchez. Yeah. I think it's given that he's the Premier League goalkeeper and Jurgensen is the Conference League goalkeeper or the Cup goalkeeper. We've got a big issue, ladies and gentlemen. No Reece James, no Malo Gusto, no Romeo Lavia. We've covered that in the previous video. So I don't know. I seriously don't know what the injury status is with Reece James. I think it was some sort of a hamstring problem again. And they did say that it was meant to be a minor problem. However, he's now been gone for a while. Like, not only he was suspended for the first 3 games, but he was, enduring an injury. And now it seems like he's still not ready. And similar thing with Romeo Lavia. Once again, I don't know what the real issue with Romeo Lavia is, but the point is Romeo Lavia is not available for us. And Malo Gusto, ladies and gentlemen, we know he picked up a slight injury before the international break, and he is also not ready, which puts us in a bit of a conundrum. Who do we use on that right side? A lot of people will say Achapong. Achapong, ladies and gentlemen, is not selected. I don't think he is in the Premier League. I don't think he's in the Premier League squad list that has been produced in the last 24 hours. Chelsea's squad of 25 has been produced, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think Achapong is in there. Ben Chilwell, however, is in there, but we'll cover all of that in the news. So I don't think we can choose Achapong in the right side. So look, that just leaves a couple of options. Do we play 3 at the back with Tosin being Tosin potentially being the middle person, and Wesley Fofana RCB and Levi Colwell LCB? But I'm going with Levi Colwell and Wesley Fofana to maintain that partnership. It honestly just leaves one option. One other option is Desarci. And Desarci in these wide areas, I'm not a huge fan. However, he's going to have to do a job. Wesley Fofana will continue on with Levi Colwell. I've got no issues with that. I think we need to have some form of consistency, and it's prudent that we have this consistency in the defensive lineup, especially in the centre-back area. Let Wesley Fofana and Levi Colwell truly build up a partnership this season. So let that continue on. Cucurella in the left-back position, who can invert and help out in midfield, which is going to be needed because this is where a lot of uncertainty happens. Does Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez start? They've only had one training session. They'll only have one training session before the match because of the international travel. They always arrive a day later than the European players because of the distance from South America. So I don't know. I don't expect both Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez to start, but then again, there's no Romeo Lavia. I think one needs to start from the get-go, and that might just be, I don't know, man. I think that might be Caicedo, perhaps. It really is a toss of a coin, whether it's Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez. Me personally, since this is my team, I might actually just go with both Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez to start. Because, I'm not here to predict what's going to happen. I'm going with what I think is my best suitable team. So I'm going with both Moses Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in midfield. People like Renato Vega or Keenan Dewsbury Hall can come off the bench. JADON Sancho, for me, ladies and gentlemen, starts. There's been a lot of positive conversation. Why is he still Man United for this website? But JADON Sancho for me starts. For me, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a lot of positive conversations in regards to JADON Sancho. He's been training really well during the international break, and Enzo Maresca really likes him and believes that against a team that might sit back at times, he might come in very, very handy. So JADON Sancho will play for me. Cole Palmer and Kunku can come off the bench. Right now, Cole Palmer, undoubtedly Chelsea's best player, in my opinion, must start. Madueke needs to continue on. Scored a hat-trick not that long ago. Got himself an assist for England. I think his good form deserves for him to start and really showcase consistency. This is exactly what I want to see from Madueke. And up front, we'll go with Nicholas Jackson. Got himself a new contract with Chelsea. We're going to go through the news very, very soon. He might be buzzing. A couple of things he said when he got the new contract is, even though he's quite happy with the amount of goals he scored last season, 17 Premier League goals, he's not satisfied. He's not happy. He feels like he can do better. And I love that. I love that humble, not really humble, but, the honesty from Nicholas Jackson, which, which will make him a better player. Hopefully he can continue in that vein. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my team. Robert Sanchez in goalkeeping position, Axel Desasi, Wesley Fofana, Levi Colwell, Mark Cucurella, Moses Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Jadon Sancho, Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Nicholas Jackson up front. I really need that midfield to work hard and make sure that we are not allowing Bournemouth to just run all over us. It's a good team on paper, as you can see. It's a very, very good team on paper. But we need to see exactly how this team performs on the field. And obviously, with the new manager, a whole heap of new strategies, new philosophy that is getting implemented. It's going to take a bit of time, no problems. But I expect this team to beat Bournemouth, ladies and gentlemen, at least 2-1, 2-0. It's going to be very difficult for us to keep a clean sheet because we generally have a problem in defense all throughout the match. We can't seem to play a perfect game all the time, but let's see what happens. I'm going with either 2-0 or a 2-1 victory for Chelsea Football Club. Every time after the international break, it has been a bit tricky for us. However, I'm hoping that it all changes. Now, latest Chelsea news, ladies and gentlemen, let's get cracking in. Let me know your thoughts about the match against Bournemouth and your score prediction. And do you like the lineup? Would you change anything in the lineup? Well, people would say that Pedro Neto deserves to start as opposed to Sancho. And yeah, rightly so. I've got no issues with that. But once again, Pedro Neto is someone that we need to look after. And he did feature in the international break. And you know, I'm happy if Pedro Neto comes off the bench. Now, some latest Chelsea news. Nicholas Jackson signs contract extension, ladies and gentlemen. Official Chelsea is delighted to announce Nicholas Jackson has signed a 2-year contract extension until 2033. So what's that? Another 9 more years. Nicholas Jackson, beautiful. The future is sorted. And look, he does deserve it. He does deserve a contract extension. I think we might have given him a better remuneration due to the amount of goals he scored for us, some assists as well. And he's worked hard. Look, I've always said there's an underlying good value. He's got a good skill set. It's just a matter of, once again, making the right decisions in the final third and being more ruthless in the final third, being more clinical. So a big up to Nicholas Jackson. Hopefully this will give him a good boost. Nicholas Jackson, I'm feeling very good and I'm very happy to sign a contract and stay at the club. It feels great. The club has confidence in me. I'm working very hard. I'm working very hard. I'm very happy to extend my contract and stay here for many years. Fantastic, fantastic. Lovely picture as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know how you feel about Nicholas Jackson getting a contract extension. I want to win trophies to make Chelsea the best, put the team back where it was, and to win individual trophies as well to help my club and country. I'm trying to work hard for that aim, but the most important is the team. And I hope with the team, we will win many trophies together. These are the happy moments you can tell your family about. That's the aim. That's nice. That's nice. That does show some level of humble quality from him. Nicholas Jackson describes Enzo Maresca as an amazing coach and person who's more or less like a father. Maresca is the latest man to help develop Jackson's exciting and instinctive attacking ability unearthed on the streets of Gambia. A lot of people are saying Gambia. I'm pretty sure he's from Senegal. Some people are saying that his father's from Gambia, but let me know why Gambia. You know, he's from a Senegalese background, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Cole Palmer's amazing lob goal. Cole Palmer's amazing lob goal at Molineux is August Premier League's goal of the month. Yet another award for Cole Palmer, stacking up the award. This absolute star boy. Enzo Fernandez conversation. One of the reporters in the press conference has posed a really good question. Enzo Maresca on Enzo Fernandez's position. It is very, very difficult in the way we play that can find a midfielder that can attack like an attacking midfielder and defend like a defensive midfielder. Arsenal used Declan Rice, City used Gundogan in the past. In our case, we are trying to find the balance and the find solution. At the moment, Enzo is the only one when we have the ball playing like an attacking midfielder and off the ball dropping off with Moses to find the defensive balance. So it kind of gives me the impression from Enzo Maresca that he's not entirely happy with Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo combination. He feels like both of them lack something. Together they can be something, but it's not the complete package. They're working on it. He mentions Declan Rice. He mentions Gundogan. He thinks those players are far superior on and off the ball, which I don't know. I mean, Declan Rice, yeah, he's someone off the ball, can give an immense contribution, but with the ball, it's not the best. Gundogan, I feel like on and off the ball does really work hard, but he's also aging. Enzo Fernandez, his biggest flaw is off the ball. On the ball, he can be very, very good. And even on the ball, to be honest, in recent times, he hasn't been the greatest. So he's got to lift that game. It's very... It's the way we utilize him. We don't utilize him deep enough because Romeo Lavia has been doing really well. And when he is deep, we don't surround him with players in close proximity so that he's got the passing ability close to him and he's got the protection. A lot of people say, why does he need protection? We can't be harboring a player like this. We need another player that can be like Romeo Lavia, who's very good on the ball, who's very good off the ball. But sometimes you do what you can with the players that you have. You try and build a system that best suits certain players, which will end up giving us positive results. So look, at the moment, I just get this feeling Enzo Maresca still hasn't found the right balance between Enzo Fernandez and Moses Caicedo. Let's see what happens down the track. It is a problem. It is a problem. Other teams do find a lot of flaws in our midfield. Enzo Maresca and Carney Chukwuemeka. I really like Carney, but we have so many attacking midfielders, and he's going to find space. But we have so many attacking midfielders, and he's going to find space. I don't really quite understand. I think he's more or less trying to say that it's going to be difficult for him to crack into the first team, but injuries are a real thing. Look, it's once again sad how it's all materialized for Carney Chukwuemeka, brought into Chelsea Football Club and, littered with injuries, but he's a promising player. Let's see what this season brings. Yeah, don't hold your breath. I don't think he's going to get much minutes. We just have so many options. It's going to be very difficult for him to find any spot. I think come January window, he'll probably have to leave. Enzo Maresca and JADON Sancho. I decide the first 11. It depends on the training session. JADON is one of our wingers. I am seeing him exactly the way I was expecting him. Now it's a matter to find the right moment for him to give him a chance. So look, it looks like he might come off the bench. I'd love to see him start. Enzo Maresca on the ownership. This is interesting. I said many times we started 2 months ago, so we need to know each other. If I spend my energy on something different, it's not worth it. My focus is just on tomorrow's game. To be honest, in the last week, I have focused on the game, preparing in the best way. This is how it needs to be. I don't want Enzo Maresca to be too concerned about the ownership. I know it's very easier said than done, but Enzo Maresca, you've got a 5-year contract, so you don't need to worry about your future. Your future at Chelsea Football Club is set in stones. Go out there, make sure the team is at the finest in terms of the mental side of things, and all of these ownership shenanigans hopefully will take care of itself in the background. So hopefully the team can go out there and just do their business. If the team doesn't, then all of these ownership shenanigans will only culminate and multiply and amplify. Enzo Maresca on whether he has spoken to the ownership. No, I spoke with Todd when we played against City. I spoke with Baghdad days ago. I'm speaking with both. There is no problem at all. Fantastic. Ben Chilwell, ladies and gentlemen, he is back into the Chelsea squad. And this in itself is another mess. We've completely shunned him off, and now we've had to bring him back because we didn't find any solution for Ben Chilwell. Look, potentially we can use him. He's not in the Conference League squad. He's in the Premier League squad. We could potentially use him, but I'm pretty sure when the January window comes, we'll be looking at getting rid of him again. We will sit with him and find a solution. He's probably going to be back with us in training sessions. We'll see, because at the moment he's not training with us. So look, it's a strange situation. All this time, as I said, he wasn't part of the training. All of a sudden, he's part of the training because we couldn't find a solution. It just puts Enzo Maresca in a very strange situation. And I feel like, once again, with all of these player tradings that we do on a regular basis in the transfer window, it's not healthy. It really isn't healthy. Bringing in so many players, expecting so many players to leave, it's very difficult. Enzo Maresca says he hopes Romeo Lavia will be able to return to Chelsea in the next game, but Reece James will take longer. Malo Gusto has been ruled out too. So these brothers, Romeo Lavia and Reece James, yeah. What more can we say? They're just always injured. Enzo Maresca speaks on Ben Chilwell. The reason why he's training apart is because the idea was for him to leave. We didn't find solution, and he's probably going to start training with us. He is good. To be honest, he is not training with us. I saw him this morning. He's okay. He's good as in, I think him mentally, he's good. I don't think Mr. Enzo Maresca really rates Ben Chilwell. And he said that, he doesn't think he fits the current philosophy. Enzo Maresca on Nicholas Jackson's contract, very happy, first of all, because he's doing very well. He's working well on and off the ball. He's kind of player that is always going to score goals. With us in the first 3 Premier League games, he has scored goals. Very happy with Nico, which is fantastic to see. Enzo Maresca on set piece defending. We also scored from set pieces. We don't have to just watch the goals we concede. We're going to concede from set pieces and score from set pieces. So yeah, look, it's a work in progress. This brother has been brought on from Brentford, and I'm looking forward for our set piece defending and our set piece attacking side to both improve drastically. Enzo Maresca on ownership, is it a distraction? The players are professional enough to understand there are things we cannot control. The main focus for me is exactly the main focus for the players, to improve things. This is the main target for them, for me, for all of us. So let's see if this exactly happens. And I will be very ecstatic if Enzo Maresca is able to keep the players in check and is able to mentally keep them focused on the task ahead. Enzo Maresca on what he's working on with the squad. We used the international break to try something new for the future that we can use. Also on some defensive work to try and find some balance. It doesn't mean we are not defending well. Good. Always good to make sure we are trying different things and trying different strategies, because one size don't fit everything. Enzo Maresca on physicality in his team today. If you want to compete, you need to find the right balance between the technical side and the physical side. City, Arsenal, and Liverpool have those players that are physically strong, but we have that too. I think this is where the balance is right. We seem to have a lot of technical players, but physically they sometimes don't seem to match up, and that is something we need to make sure we are 100% competing in the Premier League in that manner. Kepa Arrizabalaga's loan, there is a 5 million release clause that can become active if other conditions in the deal are fulfilled and at a number that is not expected to provide an obstacle to the permanent transfer to the club of his choice next summer. So there's a 5 million release clause. He's a problem. He needs to go for us. Andoni Areola, that's the Bournemouth manager. It's going to be a difficult game tactically. It is in these first 3 games they've used 3 different structures because they have a lot of different players and alternatives. It is not easy to know how they'll play. There you go. So it's good that Enzo Maresca has already got people guessing in the background. More people from Brighton that we've taken on. Chelsea have hired highly rated scout John Tweedy from Brighton to join their academy, who was the winger and number 10 role scouting manager at the South Coast. More Ben Chilwell information, which we'll not go into, but he is back in the team, ladies and gentlemen. Chile is back. Some crazy news in regards to Borough in the Carabao Cup. Check this out. Borough's players have been offered a bigger bonus should they lose the Carabao tie against Chelsea than if they win. I mean, if that's not screaming match fixing, I don't know what is. However, apparently they are looking to change their bonus structure. So we shall see what happens. This is the 25-man squad for 24-25 campaign. Robert Sanchez, Desasi, Cucurella, Tosin, Buddy Shield, Colwell, Neto, Fernandez, Mudryk, Madueke, Jorgensen, Bettinelli, Felix, Jackson, Chukwuemeka, and Kunku, Sancho, Palmer, Chilwell, Dewsbury Hill, Reece James, Caicedo, Gusto, Fofana, Cassidy's there, Tariq George. Josh Achapong is actually there. I didn't think he was in the squad, so he's there. A lot of people were saying that he can't. Well, he won't start, but anyway, he's in the squad. David Washington has made the squad. Omari Kellyman, Mark Gui, Kellyman's made the squad. Very nice. Renato Viga, Lavia, Bergstrom. So nice. Let's see how many of these guys truly play. David Datra Fofana, ladies and gentlemen, has moved to Göztepe on a season-long loan. He's believed to have gone through, so that's done. He's gone to Turkey, and good luck to him. Good luck to him and in the Turkish league for Göztepe. And that is, I think, is the latest in regards to everything that's been going on, ladies and gentlemen. I think we've now well and truly covered all the latest news, I believe. Let me just make sure. Official, yep. David Fofana has completed the season-long move. So that's done and dusted. More Ben Chilwell information that he's going to be up for grabs in the January window. And I think that's it. 1 minute ago. 1 minute ago, what's going on? Enzo Maresca on Cole Palmer after his England withdrawal earlier this month. He's fit, he's fine on managing his workload. If we want to help Cole, we don't need to think all the pressure has to be on his shoulders. He has to share with his teammates. Fantastic. Yeah, look, Cole Palmer needs to start. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the latest in everything. Let me know your thoughts about the match. Let me know your thoughts about all the Chelsea news. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.